I really can't believe that 80% of the businesses in most countries in the world, will not survive COVID-19. I can't believe that a business that made millions a year can be shut down for 6 months because you go broke. There's no preventive measures, nothing. As a financial advisor to companies and clients, I always tell everybody, because it's a general rule of finance, you should at least have a year of income saved somewhere, just in case of an emergency. I can't believe those many companies did not have it. Not 2 months, not 3 months, not 6 months could they be closed and operate because they had no savings. People who've been entrepreneurs forever and ever and ever, who know the business world and the financial world, couldn't sustain themselves for 6 months. They're not applying the preventive measures system. They're not. And most everybody's not doing it. And again, not because they're stupid, not because they're ignorant. It's just because nobody took care of telling them, hey, here's a system that has worked for me. Why don't you try it? I've been doing it for a couple of decades, and it's brought me to a good place. So why don't you do it? You see, I have a couple of people telling me that, what, are you crazy? You had 3 products, digital products, to launch in 2020, I'm sorry. Why would you do that now? Why would you do that now? Why would you go ahead and launch your products during COVID-19 when the world is practically stopped? I'll tell you why. Again, I apply the same principle in my life. By year 2021, if you were an entrepreneur, wholesale, retail, I don't care, you're going to see sales rise probably 200%. You're going to need more space in your store. You're going to need more storage for merchandise. And you're going to need to update your systems for all those new customers, clients you're going to have. Now, when do you start preparing for that? When the demand comes in? No. When do you get ready for this that's going to happen? Now, you might say, well, since you already said you're not that intelligent or smart, why should we believe you? Pretty simple. It's a rule of life. It doesn't matter how far down you fall, there's always going to be a bottom. And when you hit that bottom, everything from there on is going to be going up. Everything. Or why do you think any city in the US opens a beach and you see 500,000 people like never before went to that beach? That is a normal rule in life. When you get down, all the way down to the floor, the next thing you're going to see is just the way up. So I told these people, I said, well, I'm going to launch him now because I'm going to have twice the sales, the customers or clients that I projected for 2021. I am taking preventive measures to prepare myself for what's coming in 2021. Why? It's very simple. Because I've done business in other countries. I've seen those countries go through war. I've seen some of those countries, their currency devaluate 2,000, 3,000, some of them 20 and 50,000%. Now I know how they did to survive and what they had to do. Because I've seen terrible things in countries much less blessed than the US. So trust me, I know when anybody, any country, any city, any community is going through hell, when you touch the bottom, everything from there on is going to be going up. Now let's apply those principles to the internet. What do we know? We know that for the past 20 years, the internet has been growing steadily, most everywhere in the world, except the US because we were the first ones to have the internet. Now, also we know that every day, since at least a decade or two ago, technology was getting better, hardware was getting better, and the time we spent on the internet was more and more. Now, as a result of COVID-19, the internet has just completely went crazy. And now the amounts of people on the internet are like never before. You think that trend's going to come back to what we were before? No. Everybody's going to have to adapt to become a part of the digital world. I'm not a scientist telling you, hey, this is going to happen or that's going to happen. It is happening now. You can see it everywhere. So why? Do you want to wait till the internet becomes a daily life thing? Are you going to wait and still be ignorant about all the things you need to learn about the internet? It makes no sense. Now more than ever, you know that the internet is going to become number one priority. Well, after getting a job, I got to tell you that. Because 50 million Americans and millions more, every country in the world that I know, unemployed, now has become number one priority, getting a job. But I'm not being a psychic. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. Digital world, the internet, is going to become a very important part of our lives. My solution, in my case, my company, my family, my customers, make them invisible. That way I save a lot of time and explanation. That way I save them a lot of money. Actually, a lot of money they can lose too, buying things they don't need. Make them invisible. It doesn't matter how much more you're going to use the internet. Being invisible, one problem, two problems, or 1,000 problems you're going to face become one solution. Like I've mentioned in other videos before, I was going to give you a solution. Every time I bring a problem and I bring some knowledge to you, I'm going to bring you a solution. It makes no sense that we sit here and for an hour or two, or 10 minutes or 20, talk about all the problems without giving you a solution. That's what the world's become. The world's become a place where everybody complains, but nobody has a solution. So please understand, even though I'm here to give you knowledge, I am here also to give you a solution. And 4 of our digital products that will be launched during 2020 are solutions to the world during COVID-19 and post COVID-19. This is not some kind of marketing scheme, and this is not advertising on the internet. Again, the name is up there. The application is free. You can go download it. So basically, it's a deep desire to share my experience of working as a CEO all over the world and telling you a little bit about the methods that have brought me to success. A lot of failures, don't be mistaken. I failed 10 times before I succeeded one. But those 10 failures became a learning process where all the knowledge that I needed, I accomplished. Don't be afraid of failing. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you do it in enough time so you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. But again, like I said before, there's going to be ups and downs in life if you want to live. Or nothing's going to happen in your life if you want to exist. Last but not least, I want to apologize to those who get offended by the mask. I say it again, there's my face up there without a mask. I have to take care of the people around me that help me, and I got to take care of me not to get infected by the people around me. One day we'll stop wearing masks. For now, I tell everybody, stay safe. You have to go to work, or if you choose to go to work, stay safe. If you want to go out and play, stay safe. All the time, stay safe. This situation will pass. We will surpass this situation and we will be winners. Remember one single thing. God is on our side. Thank you again for listening to me. Thanks.